Welcome as you join us on today's newspaper headlines. Ahmed, as usual, I'm not alone. I'm with my colleague Mohammed Junaid. Welcome.
Good morning, Zainab.
You're
Good morning,
welcome.
viewers.
Thank you. On the Punch newspaper, boldly written on it is FG threatens National Association of Resident Doctors as they begin strike after agreements.
Basically in Nigeria, we're used to two things now that are like a norm: strikes and banditry, kidnapping, and insecurity. Basically, it is sad. Like as we're in a COVID season, we
And
just
the
got the
doctors,
vaccines. Now there are other diseases coming on. Tuberculosis, sometime last 2 weeks, were launched. Other diseases around us with the change of the weather.
we need the doctors now more than
And
ever.
it seems these agreements are always closed door agreements. They only affect us when they want to down their tools. But when they're entering this agreement and it favors them, nobody hears. Now you're downing tools to suffer the poor Nigerian who was not there, part of your agreement. It's so sad that people of authority that should be catering and serving the people are actually the ones suffering the people, oppressing us with their privileges, so to speak. I pray they find a way to stop this.
Hopefully. And it reads INEC target 20 million new voters registration and it begins June 2028. And you'll find more details on that on the page 7 of the Punch newspaper. It also says bandits invade Niger Joint Forces camp, kill 7 and abduct 10.
The military is overstretched, is the truth about it. And it's so sad that when we're crying that we don't have enough manpower to secure our nation, these politicians, privileged Nigerians, have police, military, all these agencies as part of their security detail. Who is assigning them to these people? You cannot tell me in a country of over 206 million, you're assigning the whole personnel that is not up to a million to a very handful of people, and you're expecting that these bandits will have a free day. It's becoming a sad. I think we're getting to a point when we will say, apart from being the president and the vice president, so to speak, even the governors won't have details because it's becoming too worrisome that
Worrisome.
they go through our streets, abduct our children. They don't feel
They don't
bothered.
feel bothered, yeah.
You will be shocked. I went somewhere the other day and I saw a policeman, an inspector, so to speak, carrying the handbag of a wife of one of the privileged Nigerians at Sheraton Hotel covering an assignment.
Instead of taking his
I,
hands
I don't
wherever
understand.
he's going, he's
Even the
taking a
driver of
handbag.
the driver of the would-be boss was mocking him that look at you, you're actually carrying a bag,
Instead of your weapon.
and it's so
Okay,
sad.
on
It's so
that
sad.
same the Punch newspaper, it reads controversy as custom invades Lagos market and cuts away with rice and cash. Why should they do
Uh,
that?
I think sometimes we have overzealous officers.
Okay.
Question is, did this rice pass through that border? If you had a problem with it, how did it pass? It meant one thing: somebody has changed Nigeria. And if it did pass the border rightly or somehow, why are you chasing into the
To the
street of
street of
Nigeria?
Nigeria,
Now you're cutting away food for people. Sometimes we need to
including
balance.
cash.
You need imagine that. Are they not breed exchange? Why are they carrying people's monies? Because it has gone to a point in Nigeria now. Nobody trusts any uniform person at
Uniform
all.
person, yeah.
Personally, for me, if I even see some police people, I run. I don't even trust you to search me because I don't even know. Because we've heard stories of people in uniforms. We've heard stories people in uniforms attacking people and robbing them. Attacking people and robbing them. So it's so sad. It's so sad, Zainab.
All right.
We'll be heading to the pilot. The pilot is saying bandits, their military. It's so sad, that they will go to camps and attack the soldiers and cut away ammunition.
Ammunitions.
On the pilot, there's another caption which is similar to the first one we read from the Punch. Resident doctors down tools as relative withdraw patients from hospitals. I think we take this point to appeal that look, people are dying, people are sick,
Yeah, we need the
people are
doctors
managing
more
exactly,
than ever. We need
exactly.
them now.
It shouldn't be
It
now.
shouldn't be now
It
of
shouldn't
all
be now.
times.
We agree. You say money. It's as if sometimes, as much as you were saying, you've done your best. Let the truth be told.
Yeah.
Sometimes these people ignore the Nigerians that really need these services for rich people. They ignore them. They have their own hospitals rather than if you know you want to work in the public space, work in the public space. Don't tell me you want to work in the public space are using the same call time to operate in your own private hospitals. It's one of, if you want to be in the public place, be there. Let's know the number of doctors that are there, so we cater to them appropriately. You can't be any money here, any money in there, and you still be suffering us at the same time.
I agree with you on that, Mr.
And we still have another story on that.
I don't really have much to say with regards to that because most people these days don't even trust Buhari himself. So I don't know why he's coming out telling people not to allow. Who are the mischief makers? These mischief makers we're talking about are part of his people in politics. So he's telling us not to allow them to divide us. I don't understand. This is something they all know is an in-house thing. What do you think?
Wow, it's so sad that you see they thought they were harming us. They were trying to gain votes by using religion, tribe, and every other scheme to get numbers. Now they keep losing or winning elections, and they have left us with the debris of negativities. A Christian does not trust a Muslim for no reason. A Hausa man does not trust an Igbo man for no reason.
I tell you, there's more to this than
the profiling now in Nigeria is so high that the moment you mention your name or the way you dress, people profile you.
People even criticize you with the way you dress
for no reason. For no reason.
That's why I say it's more of politics than even the tribe and religion.
They don't know what they've caused. I think it's gradual. This is what happens in life. By the time you think it implodes, it will still get back to you. It's now shifting back to them. And I think they should learn to manage it when it gets to them. So. We'll be heading to Tribune.
Yeah. And on the Tribune newspaper, it says, why those without NIN risks imprisonment, federal government state. And that's on the page 4 of the Tribune newspaper. So those people without NIN are liable to go to prison. That's what federal government is telling Nigerians.
I think at this point, I will say, like many Nigerians will be thinking and like feelers, Pantami should relax. He can't threaten people.
Yeah,
because this is no Nigerian's fault.
Yes, from the onset.
It's no Nigerian's fault. You can't threaten people with 14 years.
With 14
as
years
if you have the prison to even take over 200 million Nigerians.
They can't.
If it gets to a point and Nigerians feel threatened and they say they won't do this registration, what happens? Is he going to pick them from their houses? You plead with people. Is he going to say he denies knowledge of knowing that Nigerians pay money to even get these things, these registrations? No, he shouldn't. He should speak with calm. Plead with Nigerians to get these things done.
Because even before even giving Nigeria, issuing them their SIM cards, I think from the onset, it needs to be registered. They need to have the capturing and biodata of every Nigerian. It's not now coming out to tell them, okay, if you don't register your
because it's in the comfort zone.
The next thing,
go to MTN and try to register. I was there once carrying out an investigation. They even reject High Court affidavit that they don't trust. They threw it away. I saw it, not like somebody, they threw it away that they don't trust Nigerian court affidavit. That's a Nigerian document. So you shouldn't come with this issue. Speak with Nigeria with respect.
With respect, yes. And on the Lekki issue is still on, as US reports on Lekki shooting, which stirs fresh debate. You get more information on that on page 4 of the Nigerian Tribune.
They shouldn't do this. We're trying to manage the relative peace we
already have.
Yes, we know tempers had been, people are now calming each other's, on either side. This is what happened. Let's, as much as, yes, their reports is good, I think we shouldn't bring it to the public space and stir another trouble.
Fresh trouble.
Yes, we'll learn from it. We'll control some things that we should control, and then we'll live in peace. Because if we keep exhuming all these negativities, it will not bode well for anybody.
Okay, so on page 10 of the Nigerian Tribune, rice traders protest as customs raid over 88 shops at midnight in Ibadan. Why midnight?
It's so saddening that, look, it has gone to a point that my fear is...
I think they should even be held responsible because initially they allowed these goods to pass through their borders and they're already in the shops. Now they are coming out destroying the piece of the entire traders in the market and seizing their goods. I don't think it's nice.
Look, let's not hide behind anything. We all know how the system works in Nigeria. You will be shocked. Probably these officers that carried out this assignment are angry that probably they didn't get part of the
part of it. Yeah,
part of the whatever was paid at the border. And now, because why would you pick particular 8 shops and you're not raiding their shops and cutting with their monies? Are you the bank?
No.
Are you EFCC? When it passed through the same post that you... No. I think we'll be heading to the Nigerian News Direct. Boldly there is still saying the same old story that we talked about. Nigerians without name risk 14 years jail term. But for me, I
Says
think
pandemic.
Pantami should just not, he shouldn't speak
Yeah,
this
I
way.
think so.
Before Nigerians get pissed over these statements,
Yeah.
you can't be threatening. You're working for us. It's no Nigerians' fault that you didn't register them.
Yeah.
You should have done that without actually asking, does you know amount of days people go
These
to
people,
an
yeah.
office?
And if you go to the office, it's crowded with a lot of
I've
people.
been to the one in zone 5. They were telling me, I went there for over 3 weeks. They were
Okay.
telling me nobody's in the office.
You
A
could
government,
imagine, and you want
why?
the whole people in Nigeria to get their
No,
NIN
please, he
done within a
shouldn't.
short
He
period of
shouldn't
time.
do this. He should. He
I
should
think
stop.
this has to
At
take
this
more
point, the
time.
14 years, you just chuck it off. He should just remove it.
Yeah, he
He
should.
should play with Nigerians, not just. You
Yeah,
can't.
you just
People
don't
are
come
wasting
out
their
give.
time. You're not giving them any incentive.
Yeah.
They are paying from their. No, please, he shouldn't start that. INEC to resume nationwide CVR on June 28th.
Okay.
I think it's a good one. More people who are now eligible can register and be
Yeah.
part of the
That's a good news. A
forthcoming
good
at the
one.
yeah, exactly.
Okay.
And there's one more news. It says this COVID-19, Oyetola flags off Osun food support scheme. Let's say better late than never. Uh, it's so sad that we what we should do first is
We're doing
always
it
the
now.
last thing we
Last thing
do.
we do. At
Now,
least they are doing
I
it.
think the question, like I said, better late
Later
than
never,
never.
yeah.
If you go through other states, what about the governors that earmarked this amount and actually didn't give it
Didn't
to
give it,
Nigeria?
yeah.
So we'll still applaud until we see this food scheme
Okay.
take place. We will not applaud him yet.
All
It's
right.
just saying it. Then I think we'll head to the next paper.
Which is the Daily Trust. And on the Daily Trust, it says striking doctors to National Assembly ban government officials from medical tourism.
I think the last thing you said is actually most interesting.
Yeah.
If only, the shocker in Nigeria is this. Now, you see the innocent Nigerian go through the airport, you see immigration, politicians, or the people we feel have actually cut away some of our monies and going for this medical tourism, that you should stop and ask them to come back. You won't help us. Now it's so shocking that if you go through the statistics and of how much money cash flight that leave Nigeria, all in the name of medical tourism, you will be amazed. None of our hospital is up to standard in the
They
world.
should even invest that money into making our hospitals here in Nigeria
It's so
more
sad that
better
in West
instead of
Africa we
flying
don't have
out to
one
get this
hospital.
treatment done.
In the whole of West Africa, we don't have one hospital. We don't have one lab of repute. In the whole of West Africa, much more the world. It's a shame.
Okay. And it says APC extends registration as Matawale set to join party. You get more information on the page
That's a
of
party
Daily
business.
Trust.
They want to count how many they are, and they want to. It's a party affair.
Okay. On the same newspaper, it reads missing nav jet rescue operations begin.
I think lately we've been seeing jets. If it's not missing, it's crashing. Zainab, I think
does this have to do with weather condition or anything?
I think we have a problem where agencies in charge of certifying our machines don't do their jobs. Look, stop saying because you're the military, you're carrying Nigerians. Forget the uniform. Nobody wants anybody dead. If you know, because you're military and you cannot certify your jets, allow the appropriate quarters to certify, go through the checks. Look, we're tired of these things having mechanical faults. Or if you're not having mechanical fault, it will be the fact that their pilots are not well trained.
Or don't you think it has to do with the weather condition?
Look, the thing is these jets actually they are war jets, they are fighter jets. They can withstand weather. They are not just commercial planes. They are fighter jets that fly in harsh weather conditions. We're having two problems that are obvious. It's either the pilots are not well trained, or there is mechanical faults that they are hiding. Because they should be open. Nigerians are losing their life. We're losing money. If these jets crash, we are the ones paying taxpayers' money.
Okay. It says Buhari at Easter. He's still repeating the same thing we read at the daily newspaper. Don't allow mischief makers divide us.
Well, it's an advice coming from the president. We feel it's
Who
needed
are the
now.
mischief
You know,
makers? That's why I keep
the
asking.
truth about it is, you see, like I said before, politicians think they were hurting us, and little by little, it's trickling down to the words where they come from. Because the moment you disparage another opponent because you want to win at all costs,
Yeah.
it will come back to you.
Yes.
Like the proverbial, if you point the finger at one person, the remaining
Yeah.
nine
Point
points
back
back
at-
to you.
And federal government set December 2021 for completion of Abuja Lokoja Highway. Hopefully, I pray they do this
We've been hearing
because you've
dates.
been hearing a lot about this for a while
You
now.
know, everything in Nigeria now has two sides. The
Okay.
moment you put a topic
I
forward,
think it's because of the upcoming
there's
election.
distrust. Look,
It's
the
the
truth is,
election. You understand?
the level of distrust is high,
Okay.
and I find it funny that you have to wait until you need votes for you
That,
to
yeah,
finish
before
it.
you start doing what you're
It's
supposed to do
it's not
from the
just the Buhari
onset.
administration; it
Okay.
has been all the administrations.
Okay.
It's so shameful that you can't carry out a construction and finish quick.
Yeah.
You have to wait
You have to
until it's
wait till
close
it's
to,
another
I
election
don't
coming
know.
your way.
I think we'll be heading to the blueprint where it is boldly written 5 soldiers, civil defender killed as bandit raised Niger military base. Zainab, a sad story every day.
Yeah.
And we have another one. Continuous voter registration resumes June 28th. INEC declares same old story. And some up, you see, same deadline. FG telcos to meet over court judgment. They should meet, they should harmonize. And like I said before, do not threaten the people. You're serving them.
Yeah.
Don't threaten any Nigerian with jail
With
term,
jail
please.
term, yeah.
You stop
These days,
doing that.
Nigerians are not even scared of jail
Don't do that.
terms
Don't do that. You're still,
because they've
you have
seen
a
more than
battered,
that.
you
The
have
poverty
battered,
situation of Nigeria is
you have
enough to
battered
make anyone
image.
even wants
Don't.
to go to prison. I
And
don't think
there's
we should
one
be scared of
story.
that.
There's one story that's the bottom of the blueprint. It says Senate slam FCT IRS over 1 billion remittance to FIRS. Here we go again. Money missing.
Money, yeah.
Now the
It's
Senate
always
that is
missing.
crying now, you'll be shocked because they have not gotten part of
Yes, his own share.
their share. So it's not because they really love us.
Yeah, love us.
It's because money.
Because of it's not their
short.
selfish interest.
It's so
more
shameful.
selfish interest.
It's
Yeah.
so shameful. Beside it again is be patient. Federal government plead with striking doctors. Question is
For
patient
how long
over
will they
what?
keep being
I
patient?
understand be patient. Yes, there's scarcity of money.
Okay.
But question is patient over what? Why enter into agreement you know
know
you
you
won't
can't, yeah,
fulfill?
fulfill.
And doctors too. Why are you asking for what you know you can get? Because the truth about it is when you're making this demand, do you put into consideration Nigerians?
Yeah,
I don't think they do. Like I said, separate the ones that want to work in the public office. If you want to own your own hospital,
You own
go
it.
own your own
Yeah.
hospital. Don't take spaces in private hospitals
hospitals.
only to be running another. No,
Yeah,
don't do that.
it's
You can't be doing that.
Okay.
I will be heading to the next
Which is
newspaper.
the Business Day newspaper, and it reads Buhari preference for foreign hospital overlooks world class local options.
What we were discussing before. You see, this medical tourism is going to kill us. It's so sad that Nigerians can't walk into a hospital and believe before even stepping in that they will get the
They will
best
get the
care.
best, yeah.
Just what we just mentioned.
It
Now,
has to do with the trust issue. You don't trust the hospitals here in Nigeria. That's why they fly out to get medical treatment.
and you're telling us that go to the hospital there are drugs
and you
for
keep
us.
coming out campaigning for
No,
the
please.
betterment of Nigerians. You
I
keep saying,
think-
I'll do this, I'll do that, I'll make more. You understand?
I think it's a shame that we have gotten to this level
Yeah.
that we don't have a health center the whole of West Africa, as giant as we claim to be, we don't have a reputable hospital that can compete anywhere in the world, not even the world, just West Africa here.
Okay.
It's a shame.
So on the same newspaper, beer prices up as Nigerian brewers battle for survival.
That's it's a topic that this is one of the thriving business in Nigeria. Is the truth about it?
Yeah.
Alcohol is one of the
It's one of
thriving
the
business in
thriving
Nigeria.
business in Nigeria.
And it's because some people will tell you because of frustration, and you can't wish that thought away from those who say they engage in it. But I would plead that they should concern themselves with the health implications
of too much of alcohol,
because we will not want people sick
Yeah.
and then lose lives because of that. We'll be heading to the Daily Sun, which reads phone users without needing to spend 40 years in jail. Please, I think we flogged this. Pantami should just know he
Yeah, we should
can't do
just
this one.
let this
There
pass.
is no threatening Nigerians.
Yeah.
At top of the daily news, you see Ebonyi massacre. We won't tolerate this. Vows in Wanyao. Here it is. I think one state, one trouble.
Yeah.
Zainab, I have not woken up in Nigeria this past few years and not read one sad news
News or the
or the
other.
other.
Yeah.
If it's not herdsmen here, it is Jikun, Taraba, somewhere
Yeah.
there. They still, I don't know,
Every
Niger,
state with its
Amoteco,
own
somewhere.
problem.
It is ESN.
Yeah.
I think Nigeria needs peace, nothing more.
Peace.
We need peace. There's somewhere, there's a story at the bottom of the Daily Sun which reads, Shango will strike you if you misuse your uniform. Shoinka wants Amoteco call.
Amotekun cups.
Wow, this is now calling
Using
the
swear
God.
words.
It has gotten to that point. Look, I think my worry is the amount of swear words that meet the ears of our children.
Yeah, because these days even children read the newspapers. I think this shouldn't be something that has to be published.
If he's an elder from the southwest, he does not need to come to the paper.
Yeah.
Speak to these people in close quarter. Not this. I don't think this is for me. No, he should do better. He has their lines. He knows who their principals are. He shouldn't do this. These are the things we're pleading. Utterances are dividing us. Utterances are dividing us than they're unifying us.
You shouldn't be using swear words or
uniform men. It's too much.
Not the best.
They are doing the best they can. If they are doing something wrong, correct them,
yes.
Not on the papers.
You can even punish them, not even.
No, you don't even have to speak to them. They're adults. They're adults. Yes, there will be mistakes here and there. Use the appropriate quarters, the police, the obas, and your elders
to talk to them.
Not do this. You can't curse them. You can't curse them. We head to the Nation newspaper.
Yeah, the Daily Times.
Okay, Daily Times.
Daily Times. And Daily Times reads, Federal government blames governors for high cost of data. You get more information on the page 2 of the Daily Times newspaper.
You hear what you can
Why
imagine.
the governors being blamed for the high cost of data?
I don't understand what correlation.
Does it really correlate?
It's not even NCC.
I can't.
It's not even NCC. It's now governors. Emperor determining.
That's why I keep saying there's more to this. Because there's an inside enemy. Because this one, the federal government is talking to the governors directly. They know what they are.
Is there something they are seeing? They should bring it out to the public so Nigerians
No, they don't bring it out to the public. It's an in-house thing.
My question is, let them show Nigerians evidences so we know where to point our anger. If the governors are the reasons why we're having high tariff on data, then we should talk to them. Yeah. The people, they serve the people. No governor is bigger than the people.
The people.
No.
Okay, on the same newspaper, NICOM moves to domesticate compulsory insurance in MDAs.
Imagine that. Why are they using all these command tunes as if they're talking to animals? You speak to people, sell the benefit. You don't force things on people.
Yeah.
What if Nigerians don't like NICOM insurance? What happens? I think we're used to all it's master slave
Nigerians
mentality.
Are really angry.
This master slave mentality.
Yeah.
It's speak to Nigerians, sell them the benefit. Don't make it sound as if they don't do it, the whole world will die. No, don't do that. Okay, all the people that actually done insurance, what have they gained? They've been able to get their no. How many families have benefited? Even at their demise, no, they shouldn't do that. Speak to people and sell the benefits
to them.
What other story do we have?
On the same Daily Times, we have Nigerian Air Force in search of missing Alpha Jet fighter.
Like I said, we would love it that people. No, it's so sad. I think they should be honest for once. Is it mechanical problem or incompetence of the pilot?
Because life are lost.
It's becoming one too many. One too many. Now we'll be going to the last paper of the day, which is the Nation newspaper. In the Nation newspaper reads this: strike paralyzes hospital. I think it's no gainsaying that plenty lives will be lost with this strike that's in place. And we are
especially in this pandemic.
People are struggling with their health. Money is scarce. I don't know where Nigerians should run to. You're actually high fuel prices on the rise.
Now the hospital sector is going down. It shouldn't be now.
No, please,
times,
it
shouldn't be now.
It shouldn't. There's another one. They say how plot to extend APC caretakers panel tenure was stalled. I think there's an in-house coup.
Like
You
I
know,
said
like every
earlier.
party,
Yeah,
there is within every party there's an
an
in-house
in-house.
jostling for power, and I think APC is not left out. They
No.
should settle themselves and not bother us with it. 5 suspects arrested over attack on Soludo. Look, we're going to say it as it is. You see, when you make use of thugs during
Your
your
campaign,
campaigns, they will come
they
back
will
to
come
haunt
back
you.
to haunt you. Even your children, not
They will
just
come
you.
back to haunt you. Yes, when they don't have what to eat, they trouble
They
the
trouble,
people,
yeah.
but they will still come back. They know their ways to your houses. Soludo should explain if he had once used thugs during his campaign, because it will sound funny with with all the things, the perk of his office that
Office.
he once held, and as a privileged personality in Nigeria, they are attacking him. It's so funny, and I can't. It beats me, and I'm sure he should explain more so we know what is
What
happening.
is happening?
The top right of the newspaper, The Nation, UBA asset rise to 7.7 trillion,
Wow.
and Shoyinka becomes Ogun Teku super marshal. Look, it's it's NBA to probe CCT Umar over the assault of that guy.
Yeah,
Did you see that
I
video?
watched the video.
Look, by God,
I think
I think I'm trying to speak like a Nigerian.
okay.
As much as one is a patient person, you see that guy slapping.
Yeah, I watched it.
He should have retaliated. Is the truth?
No, you don't
He
talk of
should have retaliated.
retaliating. You don't
Listen,
talk of
listen. The thing is
retaliating
this:
here.
he kicked him. He slapped a
I watched
Nigerian.
it.
Look, he should have retaliated. Let all hell.
No,
Look, he should
no,
have
you
retaliated. Here
shouldn't
it
talk
is.
of
Here it is.
him
Here it is.
retaliating.
That's somebody's father. Look, he totally showed irresponsibility for a man who is holding
Such position
it's
should publicly do
look,
something to someone like that.
he should look. I'm just saying it because this was the same thing Fani Kayode did. Remember when a journalist was asking him a simple question?
And
Fani Kayode insulted the journalist. Until today, some Nigerians still go there. Some journalists rush to his house. By now, Fani Kayode should never have any opportunity to actually
to run
hold
for
any brief before any cameraman. But this is the thing we do to ourselves. Now, they were all shouting. The police was even standing.
I think one of the aide of the chairman wanted retaliating too.
Imagine
wanted
that.
fighting the security agent.
Imagine the effrontery. You come to a public space and you smack in. Like I said, for me, I think
whenever they are in this power, they feel intoxicated. They feel they could talk to anybody or look down anybody.
There's no what, and now they'll tell you they are probing that. Why would
and
you
these
waste
are
your time
people,
probing?
the youth, you have to look out. These are people you need to emulate what they do. Because
By
you keep saying
now,
the
you
youth are
should
the
be
leaders of
jailed.
tomorrow. The leaders
video
now
is
are not
viral.
even,
You don't need to
has gone
probe.
viral.
The video is viral. He should be jailed. He should never ever hold any office, not even in his village.
I think that's what Nigerians need to wake up to the reality. That these politicians, they look down on people.
That's a human being. That's a human being. If you behave that, look, the man should. For me, I feel the man should have retaliated.
I don't think so.
He should retaliate. Did you see? He kicked the man. That's somebody's father.
I don't think retaliation is the best option. Now, moving to the first
news. I pray he doesn't get to meet someone who will retaliate.
So. On the first news, it still reads, how gunmen attacked me, killed my 3 police soldiers. Oddly, Soludo speaks.
You remember what I said? We have very limited personnel. And this man, I'm sure they are not just 3. They are not just 3 that are with him. Imagine now we've lost 3 people because they are detailed of Soludo. Soludo is rich enough to contract a private security outfit. He has made money. The police should be left alone to serve the other Nigerians that are poor, that cannot afford it. Now they've lost their lives, and they will be expecting to be compensated. They'll tell you they died on duty.
No compensation will bring back their lives. There's no compensation. And the same newspaper, it reads, NAV diverted Rivers $10 million helicopters to fight insurgents, speaks Wiki. $10 million.
When you hear these amounts of money, you'll be shocked. I don't know. Now, the detail. Now, you see, we want details. Not just bring a blanket, no, just bring a statement out and put Nigerians in panic, because this amount is bogus.
Yeah, I
It's
think
bogus. What other news do we have?
on the same newspaper it reads 21 billion naira arms deal. Appeal court acquits Dokpesi firm.
Uh, so Raymond Depesi has got a judgment in his favor, and I think this is not the end of it. We'll still be hearing, I'm
Um,
sure, the usual Nigerian trend. They'll
yeah,
head to the Supreme Court,
yeah,
which is
and
where we get the
where we get the
final
final say.
interpretation
Yes,
of the
and
law.
finally we have stop pushing fake membership registration exercise. PDP tells APC. Wow,
Like
coming
I
from
like
PDP
I
to
said, it
APC.
is usually our Nigerian politics is to an extent is embarrassing.
I think if PDP
Um,
has a proof
the
or an
thing is,
evidence that
they
APC are
shouldn't be
pushing this
wasting
fake,
their time on this.
okay,
Tell us what you have different,
yes,
better than
better
what
than other
APC is
political
having.
party.
Not fight over their registration member.
Yeah.
They are not your
And
members.
even if they do have an evidence, I think they should come out with it, not speaking directly to
It's a
APC.
membership registration. It doesn't concern you.
All right.
Aren't you going to do yours? And then look, we'll be ending this way. We need peace. We need peace. And for the CCT chair that embarrassed himself, to be
I think it
honest,
has to pass.
he is even lucky to go home that day. Imagine if he had done that in the presence of angry youths. Do you think
would
he'll
have
go
been
home?
mobbed to death. Yeah, especially in
Would you now
Lagos.
blame?
Jungle justice
Would
these
you now
days.
blame the people for reacting? You won't blame the people. So he is now showing us he does not respect anybody. We pray they learn from this.
Hopefully.
Abo did that. Elijah Abo did
Yeah,
that.
to that lady in the toy
See, it's
shop.
becoming one too many. It seems they need psychological evaluation before
even giving them that
because I
political
think
opportunity.
it showed there is something wrong with
Wrong
him.
with them, yeah.
At this point, we say thank you for joining us, and let's peace reign in our society.
Yeah.
Thank you.